What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Today we're going to be picking back up on khaki. We need to get these things sprayed, like I mentioned in the last video. And look! I have a fully functioning spray booth once again there, buddy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like this tarp as much because it's black. It doesn't look as good as the brown did. The brown just kind of, like, I don't know, it looked normal, and now it just, maybe it's because it's so many different colors. I don't know, man. It is what it is. It will work. It'll get the job done. So we have these things to spray, and I have a lot of painting coming up here pretty soon that I'm going to be doing legally in my backyard as a hobbyist, not as a business. I swear, man. I gotta clarify that. It's borderline harassment at this point. Alright, so we are going to be doing a little bit of disassembly, nothing major, bro. I just want to pull all of the bolts off of the transmission, the speed sensor, the reverse sensor, all these little rubber pieces, you know, like this one that should probably be replaced, huh? I like to take all the bolts and everything off so that whenever you paint it and then you put all the hardware back on, it just has that little bit more detail to it. Instead of just the whole thing just being sprayed, you know? Oh my God. Holy crap, that was tight, bro. What the hell? What? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Bro. right, got both of these for the most part prepped and, well, sanded. This thing actually came out really clean being sandblasted, dude. I almost feel guilty painting it, but it's just the aluminum look doesn't look as good in the engine bay of khaki as it does whenever it's like dark metals or like black and stuff. So unfortunately, it's got to get painted. Anyhow, I know I've showed you guys this before, but there are a lot of new people here on the channel. So whenever I'm masking something like this, I will put a piece of tape over the entire thing. Get your tape pressed down really good, and then just come back with a little file and just file right on the edge of the metal. And that will cut your tape nice and clean right up to the edge where you want it. Another thing, whenever you're taping over something, that you have to pretty much double stack your tape. So if you put a piece of tape on here like this, then whenever you put another one over, a lot of times it's hard to get the tape pressed down really firm right here inside of the center. So instead of doing that like this, which this case it isn't really bad, but you know, you want to be able to push that down really strong so it's not going to come off. Because what you do is you rip a piece of tape off and then you apply it to the roll. So now you are capable of pressing this down with as much strength as you like and make sure that those two pieces of tape are bonded to each other really well. And then you can continue going if depending on how wide you need it. And then take this off as one piece. Alright, so we're going to be using some of this cheap stuff once again. Rust-Oleum paint is just, I mean, it's a good paint. You can spray it. The finish is really nice. This stuff is really cheap, and it's really easy to get, man. They have this at Home Depot, Lowe's. You ain't got to run all the way to the part or the automotive paint shop, you know what I'm saying? This is what we're going to be using on the transmission and on the engine. This is just a silver, and it is a hammered finish. So yeah, silver hammered. And I have some black here that I'm actually going to use to darken it. It's not actually black, it's actually gray, because I used this on something else and I put some white in it. We needed gray for something, I don't remember, but either way, it should darken it a little bit. I would like it a little darker than just straight out of the can silver. Got my PPS system. Do I have a flathead screwdriver? Shit, ta-da! Alright, I'm just going to be freestyling this, so here we go. Silver and some of our gray. Ooh, it's pretty chunky, good lord. Oh yeah, that darkened it up. I don't like the actual like silver to where it looks like aluminum. I like to do like a darker silver, kind of like a gun gray, I guess you could say, because to me it looks more like steel. It's kind of like a steel gray, pretty close to what it was that it was already painted. I'm a fan of doing my engines and transmissions in a color like this, you know what I mean? Like a dark silver. All right, now we just gotta reduce it. Just using acetone. And this is just some hardener that it's just a standard hardener. This came with a primer kit. I used some of this the last time that I sprayed some Rust-Oleum, and it worked pretty good. Experimenting around here. But yeah, I like to add a hardener to the Rust-Oleum because it will actually make the paint harden, you know what I'm saying? Well, all out of that. Bro, I could easily go and spend like $2,000 right now at the auto body and paint shop, like just buying stuff that I need to put inside of the booth. Maybe a little bit more silver. All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Now this has, I put 3 coats on the transmission. It's had some time to set up. It's not completely dry, but it's kind of dry to the touch. I don't operate off of air pressure. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a gauge. I always go off of, as far as air pressure, I always go off the way it sounds. I go off of my ear, you know what I mean? So that's about where the air pressure was at when I was spraying it, when I was putting wet coats on here. Now I'm gonna dial this thing way back, in which, yes, it's not gonna be spraying like a consistent fan. You're not gonna get a wet coat out of this. You're gonna get like a sprinkle. That's what I'm wanting to do, is kind of sprinkle it. It's gonna give it more of a dull satin kind of look. Gonna give it a little bit of a texture too. I don't know really how to put it into words, but it's kind of a cool look that I like, and that's what I'm gonna do to the transmission and the block when I get it out here. You guys probably can't even see the paint coming out, but believe me, it is. Spray you guys over here on something dark so you can actually see what the paint is doing that's coming out. God, you can't even see it on that. Do I have anything? Okay, maybe the side of this can. You see, that's what it's doing. I'll have to probably focus in on it. So that's how the paint's coming out. It's just like a speckle, you know what I mean? And of course it's not gonna look like that because the background isn't blue like this can. The background is the same color as the paint. So we'll give it a little bit more of a dull look, not so shiny, and then it also gives it a little bit of kind of like a texture to it, you know? Kind of like a wrinkle. It's a little bit like a wrinkle finish, but not quite a wrinkle finish. Anyhow, I want to bring the engine out here, but the engine stand's not going to roll very well through the rocks, and I really don't want to paint it out there. I got to figure something out. Well, I made it. I had to lay some wood out here. Made it a lot easier having some wood down. Whole ass process, but it worked. The idea is I want to spray this area right here. That's it. And for the most part, all you really see is this and a little bit over here. I mean, because once the header is on, you really don't see the block a lot, but the little bit of the block that you do see, I just want to make it look a little bit more presentable, you know? Look at this damn fan, man. In which, by the way, I realize that the fan is just simply missing a couple of screws. That's the reason why it makes that damn rattle noise. I just haven't gone around to putting some screws in it yet, but let's get to masking. we got all this stuff all cleaned up and painted last night, and it's had plenty enough time to dry. So now it's time to get some things unmasked. We get to put all the bolts back in the transmission and see, you know, the final touches, the details in it. The manifold, we got to knock the paint off of the writing right here. Edelbrock and Victor X, we're gonna knock that paint off. Then everything's ready to be assembled, bro. Hey, can I get quiet on set?
The big old black widow, bro.
No, don't scare it.
Don't scare it. We kill them on
Oh
sight.
my god, that's a shiny one, bro. Why is it so damn shiny? Look at that fat sucker. Go get the torch already. What are you waiting for? Focus. Oh my god. Dude, we didn't have all these Black Widows when we first moved into this house. These things came with one of the cars. One of these damn cars, like I think it was the Blazer, if I'm being honest with you. You want me to do it? You need to get a new.
Yeah.
You need to get a new freaking clicker.
Yeah, new igniter.
It's annoying as shit.
Where the hell did he go?
It's in the tread.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, buddy. You know, every time we kill a spider on a video, there's always somebody in the comments.
Live, let live.
Live, let live. Like, that thing ain't gonna let me live.
It ain't gonna let me live.
The opportunity ain't gonna let me live. It's dead.
I gotta kill him while I can.
Hell yeah. It's kill or be killed. That's what it is. I am gonna turn the fan back on now, so we got some airflow in this son bitch. That's pretty much it for today's video, man. I'm gonna continue working on getting this stuff assembled. I'm working on the manifold right now. It's gonna be going onto the engine. We gotta put the clutch on, get the transmission bolted up, and then pretty much this is ready to go back into khaki, man. That'll be the next video. Well, the next video we are working on khaki. I don't know if tomorrow's video or the next video is gonna be on all of this, or if it's going to be on the Blazer. Well, Dino's Get Down is actually this weekend, and it's here locally. It's a big, like, Chevy and GMC specific truck car show. So we're probably going to be going to that in the Blazer. So if we do that, that's actually tomorrow. So if we do that, then of course I'm gonna record it and I'll take you guys along with. So if that ends up happening, then we'll have to pick back up on this Monday. But anyhow, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do smash the like button. Peace out, and I'll see you on the next one.